Do you want to see Cuenca like never before? Join me on a walking tour through parades, historic streets, and stunning views, ending at the breathtaking Río Tomebamba, where Ecuador's past and present come to life. Starting in the outskirts of Misicata, we're driving into the downtown part of Cuenca. Oh, here we are. And we're going to be making our way over to what is the Modern Art Museum. For art lovers, there is an option for you. Let's keep on going through the cobblestone streets, and it gets a little tight. It's a pretty popular day. Lots of people are going to the downtown to celebrate the holiday. It's the 31st of October. Still pretty tight. On the right side here, we see the flower market. That's a pretty beautiful spot. Right next to the main square. We can see it now. Here is Parque Calderón. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of rumors. There's a lot of people talking about how bad or dangerous a place could be like Ecuador. Ecuador is just this absolute hell on earth place that's super, super dangerous. Today is Halloween, the 31st of October, and I find myself in Cuenca, in one of the most important cities in the entire country. And they are starting off the beginning of their celebration of independence from Spain. So let's go ahead and walk out over there and check out what I'm talking about. And I'm going to bring you guys on a walking tour today. I'm going to bring you from the central square, which is called Parque Calderón, over to Las Flores, Paseo Las Flores, which is next to here. We'll be walking past the amazing cathedral, which is very famous from this area, as well as bringing you over to the river and to the Calle Larga, the long street, which has this beautiful river following it. So let's go ahead and check out the parade and see what this is all about today. Clearly, this park is absolutely amazing, impressively beautiful. So guys, we're gonna start our Halloween and Independence themed walking tour here in this downtown park of Cuenca, Parque Calderón. Today is a very lively day, as I mentioned, as is Cuenca's Independence Day celebration kickoff, with some parades going on right over there, as you can see. There's some music playing, there's some dancing, there's some floats. They're showing off the most beautiful woman of Cuenca, the Princesa, I believe, the Reina. And these celebrations all lead up to November 3rd, which is the actual Independence Day from Spain, which took place in 1820. Talk a bit more of this park, Parque Calderón. This is the heart of Cuenca, in the center of today's events, where we're starting this Independence Day festival. A vibrant square surrounded by historical architecture and filled with decorations that celebrate both Halloween and the city's independence. As you can see, the flags are flying high. Not too many colors for Halloween yet, but I'm sure they'll be slowly added to the mix. The parade is underway behind us. So far we've seen some parades and floats, and that's been good. People have been dressing up to celebrate this rich heritage and this rich history that the city has. For example, here we see the central sculpture. Here we have the main church. Now, I'm going to be taking you past what is called La Cathedral de la Inmaculada Concepción, which is the, more or less nicknamed in English, the new cathedral. So the new cathedral, as you will see, has blue domes symbolizing Cuenca's cultural pride. Let's see if we can make our way over there. Got some police over in the corner. There we go. We can see the blue domes on the top a little bit from this side. Let's make our way over and check it out from the other side. It is time to leave the chaos that is the float and the Parque Calderón and make our way over to Paseo Las Flores. So soon we're going to be able to see the new cathedral and its absolute glory. It's a very loud time to be here in Ecuador. Now, this right here is a power generator. It runs off of either gas, regular gas, or diesel. And these are generating power for the buildings that need them, that are cut off from the blackouts here. Ecuador has been experiencing some pretty severe blackouts for the past 2 months. Actually, right after I arrived here, like now, a week after I arrived here, they started doing blackouts, but it was pretty light at the beginning, a couple hours, like 3 hours per day or something. And then it increased to 6 and then 10. Currently, we are now doing 14 hours of energy blackouts per day in the entire country. There's nowhere to escape it except for, I've been told, near hospitals. If you live nearby there, you're lucky enough to be near an emergency type of necessary service for the community, for the people, and they are not enduring the same hardships as everyone else. Clearly, hospitals need it, but the lucky people living nearby them, I actually had that happen to me in Quito. So I was one of those lucky few people that actually was taking part in using the energy that wasn't cut off. So I was pretty happy about that in Quito. That was 2 months ago. I'm in Cuenca now. This is it. This is the cathedral, la Catedral Inmaculada. Let's check it out. Oh, what a beauty. It's just a fantastic blue sky day today. October 31st, Halloween. This is the first day of sun without rain since I've been here. So it's a day to do a walking tour, show you guys what to expect here on Halloween. I'm going to chat a little bit about what I've been doing since I've arrived. I drove over from Manta on Monday. Now it's Thursday, right? So I've been here for a couple days. I've been kind of accustoming myself, trying to acclimate really, because the change in elevation from obviously sea level, Manta's on the sea level, up to 2,600, that really hit me hard. I was sick for about 36 hours or so. I'm feeling pretty good now, but when I did my first drive, I went from sea level east of Guayaquil up to 4,200 meters in 90 minutes, and I got pretty ill from that experience. So that is just something that I got to share with you guys. It's not easy going up and down these elevations and quickly moving from place to place so frequently. And I'm also battling a little bit with problems with internet at my Airbnb. So that's just the struggles of life. Hopefully the solutions will come quick and I won't have to suffer or waste too much time on that. Here you can also visit a lovely iglesia del Carmen de la Asunción, which is right here. This is an 18th century church with classic colonial architecture and a peaceful, cloistered courtyard. Let's take a look around this courtyard and show you what we're seeing here. Check out the flowers that they have available. There's one side of the courtyard with the flowers for sale. Looks like the tents are still being set up over here. Maybe there's just a few empty ones, but looks like they're still setting up for the day. It's around 9:30, I believe, in the morning, maybe 10. Here we have some more flowers. I believe the yellow one is the marigold, although I'm terrible with flowers. Is that the one? Maybe. My mom would be disappointed at me for not remembering any of these. We spend so much time looking and talking about flowers. I mean, not really talking about it, she talks about it. Look at all these flowers. Buen día. Señorita, ¿qué cuestan esas flores aquí?
Sí.
¿Ah?
Sí.
$5. Cualquier de estas mezclas de flores. Son muy bonitas. So these are $5 arrangements of flowers. Y esas también son $5. No, esas de al lado.
Ese de acá 4 y ese es 2.50 y ese es así.
4, 2.50. ¿Y esos qué? ¿6?
6.
¿Qué es? Son rosas, pero son azules. ¿Por qué?
Porque la pintaron.
Ah, la pintaron. These are blue painted roses for $6, $4 for this bunch, and then $2.50 for these flowers here. Are incredibly affordable, incredibly low cost. Very, very good for anyone looking to add flowers to their lives and not break the bank. And she has some flowers too, it looks like. Here we have some more flowers. This flower area. It is bustling. It is bustling. Carmen de la Asunción. Looks like they have an area. Religious part, and you can come in and pray and do whatever people do there. All right. So in the days leading up to November 3rd, the Independence Day celebrations, this Plaza de las Flores, becomes even more lively. Obviously right now it's kind of early, this is the first day of celebration. And by the way, look, here's some free drinking water, something you won't see very often in Latin America. Free drinking water. Evidently the water here is very high quality and you can drink it right from the faucet. So vendors, they sell independence themed bouquets, and you might even catch a few traditional dancers if that is gonna happen or not. We don't know. I'm seeing some some Mickey and Minnie. Those aren't dancers, but those are some interesting characters around here. This spot is a perfect blend of Cuenca's natural beauty and its people's devotion to preserving tradition. Right in front of the new cathedral, you see this cool flower plaza. We have Mickey and Minnie. Mickey and Minnie, hola! Next stop, guys, is the Calle Larga and the Rio Tomebamba. That's another spot that's going to be in the end. Chocolo. Yes, little Nino wanted to be in the video. So that is another hot spot for showing you with the beauty that is in this area of Cuenca in the central part of the city. We're going to be walking down straight over there, but I wanted to show you where I just recently took a picture with my bike, actually right over there, trying to take advantage of this beautiful Cathedral Inmaculada de la Inmaculada Concepción. This used to be full name of the city. It looks like they're missing the NCN. Falta NSA, ¿no? Están agregándolo ya. Falta. Faltan 3. Yeah, they're missing 3 letters. Maybe they'll put it in later. Cuenca. So let's walk our way over to Calle Larga, the long street, and the river that runs past it. As we walk past, you're going to notice the standard type of architecture in Cuenca. This is definitely what I would consider to be the most beautiful city in Ecuador. Even on a cloudy day, it's not too bad. I have to admit, I did kind of fall for Quito last time when I just arrived from Colombia, going downtown, driving around there. Oh, it was a lot more beautiful this time around than the last time I went back in 2019. So, but it is quite a bit less safe as there's police everywhere and blah blah blah. And that's just the standard for most of Ecuador as well. For as everyone knows, I mean, this is the hot topic right now is that, oh yeah, why would I go to Ecuador? You know, it's so dangerous. And yeah, maybe
you could be one of the very few that get caught in a crossfire if, you know, something were to happen in the higher risk zones, which would be more like the coastal area, Guayaquil. In Manta, I spent a full month in Manta. I just left, and I didn't feel at all uncomfortable. Totally safe, and people were very friendly. I mean, there are obviously ways to stay safe by not going out super late at night and not looking for trouble, and that's what I did. So that is just something to take into consideration when you're thinking about, well, will Ecuador be the place for me? Am I going to be safe? Is it going to be a good time to come? Well, if you want to know my honest opinion, as long as you're just the standard person that likes just going out in the daytime, having healthy food, having a healthy lifestyle, not trying to do any crazy or illicit things at bad times of the day in bad parts of the city, you're going to be completely fine. Día número 1 de la independencia de Cuenca, ¿cierto? Sí. Sí es. Ya vamos a festejar, ¿cierto? Claro que sí. All right. People always look at me very strangely sometimes, so I always like chatting with them. I guess I'm kind of screaming at them. I told them that we're celebrating the first day of the independence of Cuenca from Spain. So yeah, let's just say Cuenca, from what I've been told, I mean, I've only been here for a couple days since Monday. Cuenca is considered to be one of the... Hola! Okay. Uy. Cuenca is considered to be one of the safer parts of the country, which I plan to be taking off the plastic covering I put on the Princesa earlier to not attract attention to her new paint job. I didn't mention because I didn't want to bring it up and cause any ruckus or anything, but now Princesa has a whole new look. I branded her with a channel name, although I still might have to stray away from the whole generic expats name. I might be just going with the generic wanderer, or perhaps just something related to Eric Wanderer. Something very, very simple people are recommending to me at the moment. Let's cross quickly here. Okay, we just walked from the main plaza over here. Well, 5 blocks, took about 10 minutes. And now we're gonna go through here. Just kind of an area with some good art. Artisanal beer area. Some craft breweries. Looks like some guys are riding their bikes today. Enjoying the perfect weather today. It's amazing weather today. Much better than I was expecting, since it's been rainy and cloudy every single day since I've arrived. We have a horse. My mom loves horses. That's her favorite animal. She used to have horses as a child. Here we have some ice cream. Vanilla ice cream for 75 cents and mango for $1. How was the brownie? Good? Good brownie. Looks like they have some good stuff there. Buen día. Let's go ahead and keep on walking down. Look at this is a hostel here, and kind of where the hill slowly goes down into the river, where the bottom of the valley where the river passes by. So we could see a float as well. That's going to be probably added to this celebration, this parade today. Wow, just a gorgeous day today. I'm just so happy to be able to show you guys Halloween in Cuenca in 2024 with a beautiful day of celebrations. I'm going to be very sincere with you. I totally forgot about the independence of Cuenca, and I was coming out here just to kind of walk around and show you guys some interesting areas, thinking that Halloween would be something more celebrated, or I guess more obvious. And it seems like just since the beginning of the independence from Spain is starting today. That's going to probably dwarf any type of major type of celebration of Halloween, which is my favorite holiday. Sadly, I'm not going to see that much, probably that many people celebrating, dressing up. I probably won't be doing that as well. I just have too much going on and work in the morning. As I had mentioned before, this is where we're going to end up today, on the river. Here we have the walkway following the river. Just a tranquil, beautiful day here in Cuenca. So getting back to what I was mentioning about safety, I don't think there's really much of a concern specifically in this city. If you're planning to come directly to Cuenca, from what I've been told by many people, this is just the place where it is very unlikely to happen any type of risk that you'll be hearing about. It's mostly drug trafficking and gang-related, gang-on-gang violence that you can clearly try to avoid as best as possible by not going to where they're sending the drugs over across the ocean. You probably would agree with me, this is a beautiful walk. It just doesn't seem dangerous at all. People are very friendly, and there's no risk of just people just unloading bullets everywhere. That's not a thing. That is not a thing at all. As for digital nomads like myself, I have definitely been struggling with that. I mean, it's definitely workable. If Ecuador is your place, you know it's the place to be and you want to be here, you might as well just buy yourself a UPS, the uninterrupted power system, I think it's called. And that's what I have right now. I have 1000 volts, and that is usually enough to power the internet and my computer for 3-4 hours of work. As of recently, it has started to go out for 6. Where I'm staying right now in Cata, which is kind of the western area, which is the hills leading up into the Parque Nacional Cajas, which is the super cold part that I froze at. That is where I'm staying, and I've been doing my work there and staying there and driving back and forth, checking out the city and checking out the area here. And I'm liking Cata, it's right next to Baños. Baños is a cool area as well. If you're going to be staying here in downtown, you're going to be able to walk around. This is a very walkable city. From the main street, with some salespeople, some vendors selling some typical artisanal crafts. Jewelry mostly over here. Got some candles as well. Our first instance of Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. ¿Cómo va? Me gustó, me gustó.
Gracias.
So we're walking over the river right now. Let's talk a little bit about the river, as this is the ending point of our walk. Río Tomebamba. This is our final stop and our final area. So the famous street we just walked on has the stunning views of this river. You'll see the colonial architecture mixed with modern elements all around here. And there's many buildings that are slowly decorating, trying to get ready for the festive time of year, which is the Independence, and then a bit of a mix with Halloween, as you saw over there with the skull. Clearly the streets have been buzzing with the Independence themed activities and artisan markets. As you can see right here, this is the artisan market following the river, which I believe has been here for a long time. It's definitely not specifically for the Independence Festival, but that is another cool thing to check out if you're coming to visit. Here we're looking over the Río Tomebamba, which divides the old and new parts of the city. So as you can see, where we just came from is the old part of the city. And moving over, this is the new. Well, you can see some new parts as well over here. Mixture of old and new as we go forward. Now this spot holds a special place in Cuenca's heritage, symbolizing both the city's growth and its deep connection to history. The riverbanks are lined with trees and charming buildings, making it a beautiful area to reflect on Cuenca's journey from colonial rule to its vibrant present. I hope with this walk you were able to glimpse a bit of Cuenca's rich.
Yes.
¿Bien o qué? ¿Todo bien? This tour was meant to show you Cuenca's rich architectural beauty and how they're getting ready mostly for their Independence Day, but some people are already adding some type of things to get ready for Halloween related festivities and activities. With all these things being said, it's pretty clear that this is a very, very beautiful city, a gem of a city, a place that you can come to and really enjoy and feel comfortable at. even though the media and the hype is that you should be avoiding it at all costs. I mean, look at what this beautiful walk has showed you today. I do walks like these in practically every city and every country I've been in, starting from Mexico, and I drove my motorcycle from Minnesota down here to Cuenca in the past 2 years, and I have done walking tours in every single city that I've stayed in every country, and I'm going to tell you, the hype is generally overdone. It is exaggerated. It's hype and nothing more. Looks like we have some public bicycles that you can take and leave here at these renting stations, which I really appreciate and like seeing in modern cities, especially cities that are trying to accommodate green ways of transportation. I've been doing walking tours in all of Latin America. We're talking Mexico and Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia, and many cities in Colombia. And now if you're coming here, you got nothing to worry about. As long as you're staying safe, having a safe lifestyle, healthy lifestyle, and you don't try going out, trying to rob any drug traffickers' girlfriends. All right, hasta la próxima.